Hello, my name is Aidan Green, and I have never seen Home Alone before. I know, it's crazy, right? Home Alone, the biggest Christmas movie of all time. It is one of the biggest, if not the biggest Christmas movie of all time. And I've not seen it. There's a lot of movies I've not seen, and Home Alone is one of them. Until now. Every Christmas, and I mean this, every Christmas for the last 5 years, I've gone, this is the year that I watch Home Alone, and I never do. But this year, that's not flying anymore. I'm gonna sit my ass down, and I'm gonna watch Home Alone. Here is what I know about Home Alone. I know that it's about a kid who is home alone. The kid is the brother of the boy in Succession, Roman Roy. So, is this a Kendall Roy origin story? I don't know, we will find out. So yeah, this is like me documenting the Home Alone journey that I'm about to go on. And I guess it's like a Christmas special YouTube video, right? I've not really made it very Christmassy, but Christmas music, it's gonna be the Aidan Green Christmas special. Speaking of which, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because I like to talk about movies and TV here on this channel pretty damn frequently. So if you want a bit more of this, subscribe, like the video, and if you did like this kind of my first watch thing, then let me know down below, because there is a ton of big old school movies that I've never seen before, and maybe it could be fun for me to sort of document the journey. I feel like they won't do that great view-wise, but if there's a demand for it, I'll do it. But probably no one's keen, and probably no one's gonna watch this video, so that's a Merry Christmas to me. So yeah, I'm gonna sit myself down tonight, might crack open a whiskey eggnog or something, and get into the festive spirit with a little bit of Home Alone. Home Alone was bloody brilliant. Look, it's not going to be one of my favourite films of all time, nor one of the best, but it's certainly a fun, lovely, hilarious family film with a hell of a lot of heart. I was scared as to what I was going to think of Home Alone, because these movies that a lot of people have a lot of childhood nostalgia for, if you go in not having that childhood nostalgia, sometimes it can do a lot of damage to the movie. Because when I first watched Sam Raimi's Spider-Man a few years ago, that's right, it was only a few years ago I watched Sam Raimi's Spider-Man for the first time. When I first watched that, I thought, this is nowhere near how good people say it is. It's good, it's fun. The second one is incredible, but the first one definitely has a lot of that cheesy campness that's fun, but it's definitely very dated. Obviously, Home Alone is about a kid who's home alone in the lead up to Christmas. After being rude to his family, Macaulay Culkin's Kevin finds himself abandoned in his family home, while they head over to France for a European Christmas. Wish that was bloody me. Only when they're on the plane do they realise that they're one kid light. Sure, the setup there was a little bit contrived, but I think director Chris Columbus plays into the coincidence and franticness of it all so well that it works. More than works. It's really fun. Meanwhile, Kevin briefly enjoys his life without authority, binging on snacks and watching movies that he probably was too young to be allowed to watch. But as a duo of robbers plot to burgle the family's residence, Kevin has to step up and use his youthful imagination to his advantage in order to defend his home, protecting the family who only 2 days earlier he'd wished would disappear. It's a film about appreciating your family, warts and all. It's about love. It's got that family dynamic going for it, and it reminds us of that age-old lesson: don't judge a book by its cover. This is a strand of the plot that probably comes with the most heart, as Kevin has an encounter with the suburbs' boogeyman, an old bloke with a story of his own. And as the old man gives Kevin some wisdom, the young boy offers up some wisdom of his own. One helps the other from the perspective of an adult, and vice versa with the perspective of a child. The wholesome vibes are ridiculous. The final act sees Kevin planting booby traps around his house to try and stop the robbers from coming in. I thought that this was the whole movie. I didn't know that there was 2 acts before this. Like, my idea of Home Alone was purely 90 minutes of a little dude protecting his house from some clumsy little robbers. But, you know, you can definitely see that this would become tiresome if it was more than the 30-minute final act that it is. But I loved it, right? It is so damn fun. The little traps he pulls, the pranks he plays. It's clever. It's so good. It's an element of the film that puts Kevin to the test, giving him his first proper taste of growing up. I also want to quickly mention John Williams' score. Now, obviously, Big Columbo and J-Dubs will work together again for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And this score in this film very much feels like that vibe. It's definitely a precursor of that. In fact, I swear I've heard a melody strikingly similar to the main Home Alone theme in early Harry Potter films. It's beautiful, heartfelt, and the icing on the cake that is the festive romp, Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin is a blast. He's so silly in this movie. He's incredibly funny. For a young child actor, you know, let him do his thing. You know, let him do his little, And his brother is in it as well. Roman Roy, your boy Big Dick Succession. Roman's in it. And he's in it for like a shot. And it's really funny. And I like seeing my boy Roman. I just wish Macaulay Culkin was Kendall. That's my fan theory. Where's Shiv? Shiv's like the older sister that was like that got the numbers wrong and sort of screwed everything up. That's very Shiv. That's very Shiv. Siobhan! Did Home Alone live up to my expectations? I'd say it definitely did. I don't think it surpassed my expectations. I think I was expecting a big, good family romp with good family values and important lessons for children, and that's exactly what I got. I think the lessons actually were a little bit better than I expected. They weren't hand-fisted. They were just like lovely little story beats throughout. The old man subplot, how the old man deals with his daughter or son, and obviously how Kevin deals with his family and his need to learn to love them, warts and all, but also, you know, just don't be a little prick of a kid, and then you'll have a good Christmas. I think that's the moral of the story. Don't be a prick, kid, and it's gonna be all right. If I was to nitpick, I'd say that the airport stuff was maybe a little bit dry in comparison to all the crazy fun stuff Kevin was going through. I understand the need for it. Did feel a little bit dry. Got a little bit tired of her just, you know, Kevin's mum just being like, I need a ticket home, please. I need a ticket home. Just take no for an answer. That is my first thoughts. Wow. On Home Alone. Can you believe it? I'd never seen Home Alone in 25 years on this planet. Thank you very much for watching. If you've not seen Home Alone, maybe you should watch it this Christmas and write down below what you thought of it. Maybe I should do this again with Home Alone 2 Lost in New York next year. Would that be fun? Maybe this is my Christmas tradition to work through all 600 Home Alone films. It is a near perfect Christmas romp. I sure hope they don't juice that franchise. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back after Christmas telling you guys, reviewing every single film that I've watched in 2023. Big couple of videos coming up, gang. See you there. Goodbye. Oh, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, one and all. Happy holidays. Ho, 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 ho.